Great pleasure.
The pleasure.
Definitely we're meeting at a time a bit different and difficult for us.
All right, we want you to officially introduce yourself. People are watching you all over the world right now. So we want you to officially introduce yourself to everybody that is watching you right now.
My name is Felix Awogu. I'm an author. I also work for MultiChoice, DSTV. I managed Super Sports for a couple of years. And that's just been me.
I know, seeing you, one thing I want to find out. Yesterday, the day before yesterday, we saw different parts of the prophet. Prophet the teacher, prophet the healer, prophet the family man, prophet the world evangelist. I want you to talk to us about this man's love for sports.
Well, if you can actually write a book on his love for sports, a lot of people don't realize the impact he made in Nigerian sport. Let me give you a story. In 2013, when we were going for the Nations Cup in South Africa, there was a huge financial gap, and there was pressure in Nigeria. And he called me one day. I said, Felix, I've been reading all this in the newspapers. What is the real situation? And I said, it's a huge problem. And he said, so what can we do? I got on to Stephen Keshi. Stephen Keshi came around. After the prayer, he gave the seed money that actually helped the team to start.
He gave what?
The seed money.
Can you guys
I don't want
hear
to
that?
mention the figure.
Oh my word.
That started the campaign for the team. And apart from that, he has done so much for the sporting industry. Masani Emmanuel and a couple of other players who he picked up. He had a club called My People FC. A lot of people don't know he had a football team that actually impacted the whole of community and made stars out of this community. When the Nigerian Special Sports Federation was struggling, they managed to go for the competition. They came back. He gave most of those athletes a car each and $1 million. Yeah.
And
that was supposed to help them move around. I mean, he has been so tremendous, and there's no time Nigeria is playing a match we don't speak. Most of the time he will call me, what's the situation in the camp? I will ask, I will find out, and I will tell him. He will pray. He was a very devoted man who showed so much love for Nigeria, and he felt the pain of everybody. Every time we talk is, how is the national team doing? How is this team doing? How are they preparing? The beach soccer team, he supported tremendously from finance to what have you. And most people don't realize that in 2013, when the team won the Nations Cup, when they ran to the camera, you guys don't know when they were saying, it was TBJ, they were all sharp. Most people didn't know. They just said what they were saying because he was supportive, emotionally, psychologically for the team. And they were actually very grateful for that.
And, you know, sometimes when you hear some things, you're just short of words. I never knew this part of him. But if you were going to say one word about the man of God, what would that word be?
Well, I think he was an epitome of kindness and love. And I think he always preached love. He is a man that forever and ever will always say, hey, what can we do for this man? How do we help him? How do we support him? So these are some of the things he was always doing. His major philosophy was giving a helping hand to the downtrodden. And I think
major philosophy.
Yeah. Was giving a lifting hand. He's always there. He doesn't need to know you. He will reach out and say, hey, let me do this. Let me support this work. And in football and sports generally, he does that a lot of time. When the Olympic Games was going on, we were running out of funds. He gave $150,000 to support the Olympic team last time. I wonder which other person will do this. Who brings in the shot guys?
I have to cut you short now. He gave $150 what?
$1,000.
Wow.
Amazing. He is just a man that is very kind. No matter what, apart from him being a good family man who cares deeply about his family, he sees Nigerians and Africans, people generally, as family. He is a very good person. Very good man.
Thank you very much, Felix. We appreciate you. We have quite a lot of people